gonna turn this into a playthrough. I think I'm gonna do a playthrough of this game. Let me just get comfortable here. Let's. Just checking options on sport time. Uh. Let's do my name. Oh no, you're waking up, my Lindy. Whoops. Now I got your attention. Human attention span is way too short, so let's get straight to the point. You see, Dylan, they say that the vast majority of people will never amount to anything. That's what I am. That's me. But you're not one of them, right? Oh, I hit the mic. Yeah, Dylan, why don't you tell us? What's your life about? Oh, my sound so phony. Phony. Okay. I'm such a horrible actor. Hey, I thought we decided to get straight to the point. Don't we really need your help? Trust me, it's not a trivial issue. Look, though. This is the story of your life. It appears to be a little too empty, don't you think? So, the thing is, we've allegedly lost its content. We have too many lives on our hands. We use the word allegedly on purpose. See, there's another possible explanation for the gaping void. If your life is meaningless, there's nothing to write about. Well, I'm sure that's not the case with you, right? I'm sipping for her. Nana, I'm sipping for her. Her name is Seven in Japanese. Nana, that is Seven. Come on, of course it's not true. Let's admit it. We're to blame here. Luckily, everything can be fixed. You could just tell us what your life is about. But how will we know you're telling the truth? Instead, I think it's better to observe you for a while. That'll be the best way to fill in the blanks, don't you think? Don't worry, Dylan. We won't bother you for too long. And no alternate realities or time travel. We need you to be the real you. That's why we'll conduct the observation in your natural habitat. The alien sounds a bit rude, I admit, but you get the point. Just be yourself, Dylan. A few days is all we need to get the story of your life back. Okay, I'll do my best, blah blah blah. Have fun. Just remember, life is about choices. Oh no. Oh no. Psst, Dylan. Can you hear me? I'm not sure what happened, but I'm kind of stuck here. Come and see for yourself. Here I am, right? Whiteboard, Dylan. Hello, mortal. Or should I keep referring to you by name? It's alright, I look like this. Can't do anything. Well, at least I can change the vibe a bit. Oh yes, much better now. By the way, I'm a living human girl. Don't believe me? Fine, I'll prove it. Sheesh! See, I walk on 2 feet just fine. I have no other choice but to admit it. I'm a real human being. Maybe you're confused about my tail and cat ears now. Well, I'm just lucky enough to have things like that. I'm a lucky girl. Do you believe in luck, Dylan? Well, guess what? Guess what? To make a good one. Wait. You need luck. Which reminds me, I have plenty of luck to share with you. From now on, every time you stand at the crossroads, just look around and you may see me. Well, maybe not every time. I do need sleep, you know. I feel like taking a nap right now. As I'm yawning it, you're going to have a memorable time this week. Who knows? Maybe it's the beginning of a new era. Oh my goodness, that is the name of the game. Please enjoy it. Okay, here goes. I'm gonna turn this into a YouTube video. It feels like I ended up in some sort of titled picture. If I decide to go straight, what's behind the corner from me? I wonder. Life purpose generator. Whoa now, that's what I call a name. Press X to win. 187. 1 6 1 wait 1 6 4 2. Oh my god. 420 doesn't ring any bells. I think all three numbers should be the same to win something. 420. A little purpose is worth giving it another go. Oh, so. 0 0 2. It gets more and more random over time. 3 1 3. Japan. With great surprise, I got 3 in a row. 3 hieroglyphs. If I'm not mistaken, it means Japan in, well, Japanese. Quite an entertaining slot machine, I must admit. Everything gets blurry. Japan, huh? Rise and shine, Dylan. My wake-up call can't be this cute. Hey, you're finally awake. Hey, Nana. I was just curious to see if you're alive. Just curious, not worried. Being worried is no fun. On a second thought, maybe I was curious in a worried type of way. How did you manage to fall asleep in such a weird pose? Was it that difficult to lie on the desk? Who knows? By the way, the dream was so bizarre I managed to remember it. Hey, tell me, will you? Pretty please? Is there anything lewd? What about me? Did I appear in your dream? You're blushing. It's confession time. It was a pure and innocent dream. Let me move this closer. This may... let's just move this. I don't have any work clothes, but I don't even have a mic stand. I should ask my mom if she can. When I get a job, definitely buying a swivel arm for my mic. No! That's my keyboard. Let's just put this right here. It was pure and innocent dream, and here goes. I do a quick recap of what happened in my dream. So it ended up with Japan, and then I woke up. How boring. What's so special about it? I mean, we're here right now. Where else would we come up with such a marvelous idea like bringing us all here together? By the way, speaking of marvelous, you must see this. By the way, wait right here. The class has 5 students with very different backgrounds. Yes, 5 students. Only in the media they call it a groundbreaking educational initiative aimed to promote diversity. The class is, it's more like an exchange program, heavily spliced with the media hype. And I want to make my academic record stand out. The hype around this class makes it a perfect proving ground for my goal. 2 other girls enter the classroom. Marta. And then I just binge watched the whole series overnight. Sima. I don't know what I'm just gonna call her Sima. 10 episodes straight? Oh my. I watch one each morning while having breakfast. That's 10 times slower than me. That's 10 times more I get to enjoy. I cannot tell you how many animes I have watched in one night. Hey, check this out. I can't believe my eyes. A gift voucher for 2. That's at Dorsia. How'd you swing that? Lucky, I guess. I was surprised to see them distributing gift vouchers. Yeah, they said it's an experiment. Who do you plan to go with, Nana? Not sure yet, but I need someone who knows how to have a good time. I think I know a suitable candidate. Heck, maybe even in this room. I'll keep that in mind. But you haven't seen everything, check it out. What a cute kitty, but look at this. You know nothing about cute cats. Wait, let's just leave that there. The girls put their phones on the desk so each cat could be seen and compared to each other. For me, they're all good, but judging by looks, it's not that easy. We need a judge here. I hereby propose Dylan to fill this role. Agreed. Approved. Well, which cat is the cutest one around? Whoops. I better come up with a decent enough answer. Should I say that they're all great? Ooh. Man, I hereby propose to strike Dylan of his birth. Agreed, approved. There was an attempt. Ready for class, everyone? Honestly, I'm still half asleep. I had to wake you up. Meditation. Close your eyes. Yeah, like this, and I concentrate. You feel great. You feel refreshed. You feel ready to take on the day, and more importantly, you need to praise Nana. Works wonders, right? Geez, I almost just dozed off, Nana. I still have a few more minutes before our class starts, so I decided to go talk to someone. You sit up for this. Okay. Let's talk to Nana. What do you expect me to invite you to that? What, do you expect me to invite you to that cafe? Well, who knows, if you offer something cool in return. How much cash do you have on you? Hey, I just wanted to talk for a while before the lesson starts. For a while, well, it's quite some time, and time is money. How much is worth, say, 1 hour of your time? How dare you ask a girl about stuff like this? A short talk, say 2 to 3 minutes or so, 10,000 yen. I forgot the exchange ratio, but I think it's quite a lot. So I'm just plugging something in. I'll probably just play this game all day. I'll finish this game today, and I'll just upload the video to YouTube in 15-minute parts. Does that make sense? I have remembered my dream. I decide to mock. No. Having remembered my dream, I decide to mock. Alright, I'm ready to pay, but you need to throw in one life purpose for me. Geez, you're going to... Okay, it's just too realistic to forget. Of course, nothing but the sheer truth. No, that's what that dream is. Like, seriously, don't you know about the Occam's razor dome? Ha! I'm desperately trying to remember, and they told me everyone is so smart here. According to him, the most obvious explanation to something is likely to be true. You were tired, fell asleep, saw us, and yeah, we're in Japan. See the point? Something tells me you don't even have 10,000 yen on you to begin with. Oh well, forget it. I can't believe I owe you money even though you made fun of me. Ha, well, I'm unbelievable. You may sit down, Taya. Forming a close bond with your teacher for a risk-free, high-trust environment. That was as advertised as a vital part of our experience here. Maybe that's why Taya teaches us every subject except for physical education. Not sure how it's possible. She's a real MVP. Okay, everyone, time for our literature class. Remember, no poetry allowed. Oh, I almost forgot to check the attendance. I happen to know someone who's running late. Huff, huff. So sorry for being late. Can I go in? My, look who's here. Isn't this the most punctual student, Ermi? What's your reason for being late today? I mean, it's only your 3rd time this week. Well, let me guess, you overslept again, didn't you? Well, it's because I spent all night studying. I want to believe. Fine, Ermi, please take your seat and don't be late again. Okay, class. I guess I'd be silly to ask if you like reading. You're smart enough to enjoy borrowing someone's mind for free, right? Right. Oh, maybe it's worth asking after all. Do you like reading? Let me remind you not to raise your hand, just talk out loud. We're all friends here, remember? I enjoy reading. I decide to enter next. Some books are just way too old. Old things are outdated and useless, you know? What about old friends, Nana? Sorry, not old enough to save them. Or sorry, not old enough to have them. Also, the stories are so predictable. Like when it's a murder case. Let me guess, the butler did it. Come on, you can always find that one book which is different, Nana. Exactly, 1 in a million. 90% of everything is crude. It's the surgeon's law. Well, all jokes aside, people have too much to deal with in everyday life. God, I need a job soon. Because the sooner I get a job, the sooner I can get a PC, and the sooner better streams. I'm just gonna sit down on the floor. It's gonna be so much easier than just sitting from the couch. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with reading a simple yet fascinating book to unwind. I like reading, but I wish it could be more visual. Yeah, it often takes so long to put an emphasis on something. With visuals, it's so much easier to do this. Uh-oh. Hey, don't look at me. I said stop looking. What? Alright, you can't. I'm your emphasis now. Oh. Spoken like a true visual connoisseur. You are a lot more mature than you look, aren't you, Nana? I like my coffee black, thank you. I wonder if you have any favorite books at all. I do. Now it's the perfect time to learn about this, Sama. You all had to prepare a short speech about your favorite book. No plot recaps either, interesting facts and thoughts only. We had enough time to cover 2 books today. Now yesterday you submitted your favorite titles. I was down to 3 books. That's the best I could do. All 3 are masterpieces and I'm no good at making choices. Dylan, why don't you help me? It seems that my book didn't make it to the short list. I remember you said you don't like reading, but trust me, you'll see reading in a new light today. Here's the short list. Dylan, take a look at it. Of course, you've read all these books, right? Oh no, what books? The Catcher in the Rye is a story by J.D. Salinger, published in 1951. The main hero's name is Holden Caulfield, aged 16. Holden's been expelled from his school due to poor performance. Countless adventures await Holden on his way home. He deals with issues like alienation, superficiality, and many more. The Catcher in the Rye is considered as one of the best coming-of-age stories. Crime and Punishment is a novel by blah 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 blah. It focuses on mental anguish and more dilemmas of Rodin, a broke ex-student. Rodin creates a plan to kill a pawnbroker to obtain her money, but things don't go too smoothly after he performs the act. In moral agony, disgusted with what he has done. Is this the show that goes, "Here's Johnny"? Winnie the Pooh is a short story collection written by Alan Milne, first published in 1926. A book portrays the adventures of a boy named Christopher Robin and his teddy bear called Winnie the Pooh, together with many other characters. These are simple, fun, and innocent tales, something that resembles friendship and childhood for all of us. Oh boy, here we go. Dylan, time to make a choice. Let's. Uh-oh. Yay, my favorite. It's the best book. Sure, for kids. Marta, trust me, you're only scratching the surface. Every character in this book represents a mental disorder. I didn't expect anything less of you. Can't you see the gap? What? Uh-oh. That gap in what they usually say about this book. Actually, it's a story about a boy who's very, very lonely. So lonely that his friends are all imaginary. Although it's okay to imagine things as a child, this is a special case. All characters are manifested depending on the Christopher Robin's moods, schizophrenia. Rabbit and Winnie the Pooh both are likely to have obsessive compulsive disorder. Eeyore, his bleak outlook on life, could be indicative to depressive disorder. Piglet's constant state of worry could mean generalized anxiety disorder. And Tigger might have attention ADHD, which I have. I enjoy books with hidden messages. No, I think you're complicating things here. I'm amused how you turned a story about friendship into a dark and gloomy tale. You'll get it when you grow up. I wonder which character you mostly identify with. Nana? Nana is our Tigger. Who are you calling Tigger? And look who's talking, Mr. Rabbit. Okay, what about Simon? Piglet. The only Piglet here is you, Nana. Maybe I'm too boring to properly represent the character after all. And who's our Christopher Robin? Marta is inappropriate to joke about schizophrenia. You know, I once heard that every fourth person has it. Uh-oh. So luckily it's not me. Me neither. Uh-oh. Same here. I think I have schizophrenia. By the way, Nana, you didn't say anything about the author Alan Milne, blah 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 blah. Time often keeps a masterpiece, but omit the name of its author. Okay, class, how about we take a short break? Don't want you to dive into the second book straight away. Honestly, there's another reason. Please keep this between us, alright? Uh-oh. Yesterday I got a present from my friend, and it's so awesome. Look, it's a music box. Okay. We're moving again. Let's just put my mic here, see if this works. Actually, oh, there we go. Let's put this here and my mouse here. Bruh. Imagine not having a real name. Imagine being a bot. Alright, let's move on. It's a favorite book of mine. Okay. It's a book of mine. It helps me divide people into two big groups. They're really huge. Imagine you want to learn more about the person you just met. It can take quite some time, especially if you don't meet too often. But there's a shortcut. There's this person if they preferred to see Dottie portrays the world where horrible things happen to ordinary people. There's a world where ordinary people do horrible things. Similar topics, entirely different approach. That's why people who prefer one author to another might have a lot in common. So, do you prefer ordinary people doing horrible things? I admire strong, burning emotion inside people, that's all. Maybe because I'm not that such of an emotional person myself. In my opinion, Tolstoy's characters are much more unbelievable. Trust me, Dostoevsky got to know a lot more. Okay. Not only did he work as a journalist and traveled a lot, he also spent 4 years in a prison camp. I can't stop thinking that Rodion's problems are created by himself. What stopped him from saying get a job? Okay, let's just do a little bit of the right to judge the value of human life. The problem is in inequality, right? Something the communists attack you. Blah, blah, blah. Class, let's stay away from politics. They are detrimental to your health. Anyway, thanks for your thoughts. Maybe you can divide people into blah 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 and blah 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 groups, but please don't base your opinion solely on that, okay? Okay, class. If you haven't let, now is the time. What's your favorite book? You see. The Little Princess by Antonia de Saint. I don't know what that is. Hey, you forgot about me. Let me talk about my favorite book. So, also, what's so smart about it? Actually, it's considered to be one of the deepest books in the universe. By whom, I wonder? The internet. To evolve, we must think about the complicated things and all. I mean, you got it all wrong. Tell me what it's about. We should become the Uber to have some fun. Oh, that's pretty close. Shortly after the class ends, Tanya leaves the class and stands near the door. Thanks for the lesson. Oh, Dylan, you're welcome. Glad to see you liked it. And don't you like the teachers here? You're special, in the good sense of this word. It's important for me that you guys have your own opinions. Where did you work before? Oh my, too many places to remember. Is it new for you to teach almost all subjects at once? Yeah, that they say it's an experiment, you know. However, it's true that I know a lot of subjects quite well. I take it you've worked as a teacher for a long time. Look at him. Are you going to ask me how old I am next? No, of course not. However, I don't even know your home country. Oh, how come? How come? Oh, you. That means you haven't been reading my profile in the booklet. I actually lost it somewhere. I'm from Europe, but that's about all I'm going to uncover. Women are mysterious, you see. I have to run. See you. When Ermi approached us, is there anything you want to ask? Why don't you let me in? I promise to be a good member. Just kidding, I know you'll never let me in. Dylan, can I have your attention for a moment? Look, I need your help. Keep it between us, alright? Recently, I've been making a computer game. I made a demo version, so I need someone to play it. Feedback is key to improvement. Alright, you can count on me. He gives me a flash drive and leaves. Where are these people now? Are they happy? I hereby declare an agenda for today's meeting. All members are to discuss food. The ever important topic, that's for sure. Is this legit? Can I just put this here? That works. I would understand if we made time machines or played light music. I believe we have clubs like that already. Marta, Honestly, I enjoy the opportunity to unwind and just talk. We'll get disbanded, but we have 4 members, a legitimate minimum. I think Marta's more afraid about our seemingly unclear purpose as a club. Worry not, I submit an official report after every club meeting. You make it look meaningful on paper. Easy today is not about food, it's about acceptance. Acceptance? A social movement seeking to change bias and social attitudes. See, the latest thinking is that you should accept your body. Meaning, among other things, that you can eat everything with a little moderation. Count me in as an activist. Still, how is that related to our meeting? No one makes up anything. Why don't we talk about our guilty pleasures today? Oh, and we can eat something tasty. After all, the words guilty is no more. Eat tasty things as much as I want. Is this real life? Wait, but won't we get fat and all? That's the punchline. They say it's only okay nowadays. But the boys always look at slim girls. See? Let's get started. I like potato chips. Whoa, it's a calorie bomb. Are you hating on me? Just a slip of the tongue. Can't live without sweet things. Me find a common ground. What about soft drinks? It's not food. What about cakes then? Winning by unanimous decision. Let's make a perfect cake. We don't have any ingredients. Let's go buy some. We have our budget. I already know what the perfect cake looks and tastes like. So do I. Oh. I know that as well. Not if you're the one who makes the cake, Dylan. Great idea. If anything, you're the one to blame. But I can't read your mind. Well, then it means you have to test your luck. Alright, last question. How am I supposed to get the ingredients? And even if I manage to do it, we have no kitchen or anything like this here. Oh dear. Why do you ruin our dream, Dylan? A dream, you say? Let's try closing our eyes again, but this time we won't be meditating. No, we'll use the power of visualization. If we visualize the cake, it will get attracted to us. Behold, Dylan. Okay, here we go. I wonder where I should start. Let's begin from the base. What do I have here? Done. What comes next? Well, you need to choose a tasty filling. Yep, already. But the topping. Done. The imaginary cake is ready. This looks a bit strange. I should have been the one making it. I appreciate your effort, but it doesn't look very good. What? Well, there was an attempt. Don't worry. It's better than nothing. Well, it's actually nothing, right? No one wants my imaginary cake. How could they? What? No, this game is so weird. In the end, our combined visualizations powers were still not enough. The cake was a lie. Yummy. Better than your imaginary cake, huh? Hey, go easy on my fancy cakes. Alright, yeah. Thanks for the cookies, Seema. Well, you're welcome. I'll bring more if you like it. How's the tea? Your Highness, the tea is awesome. Cut it short. Glad you liked it. I found an awesome shop with sencha, genmachi, and all. Whoa, you know a lot about it. I bet it's also very expensive. Yes, but it's well worth the money. By the way, Sam, is it true that you have a Hermes scarf? Is it? But it is true, but I only wear it on weekends occasionally. I would wear it 24/7. Don't you think others would judge you? The brand is this famous? Oh yeah. I'll save the money and buy it on a sale. No, this brand doesn't put their goods on sale. They don't need it. How foolish of them. I'd rather say it's foolish to discuss these topics when we have Dylan here. Oh yeah, Dylan is highly unlikely to appreciate it. Let's talk about something fun then. Deal, here's the story. Yesterday, this guy called me again. The one who exposed his feelings to you with, oh my, a love letter? No, don't make fun of knights in shining armor. They're almost extinct. Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, he calls me then. Go ahead and shoot your topic of choice. Haven't thought about it yet. What about marriage? Oh, right. Forget about Dylan. No, what? Nah. What? I'm just eating my cookie. Actually, I'm totally cool with everything. It's warm and comfortable here. I feel like a fat cat lying on the sun. Well, as I say, time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. I realized I forgot my notes in the class. I was on my way when I stumbled across Nana. Oh, where's the day option? Hey, it's too boring. It's not an answer worth replying. Dangerous statement, Nana. Come on, I bet you also consider yourself smarter than others. Well then, you better answer honestly and cleverly. Why do you hate others that much? It's not like I hate them, it's just I don't have anything to talk about with them. Name one topic you can discuss with me that you can't discuss with them. Easy. When traveling abroad far away, do you like to check out a random grocery store, a store to try out some weird local food, and then just sit for a while and listen to the people and ambience? Of course, I like doing what you said. That's so special about it. The majority of people would call your trip a waste of time because you haven't seen much. The best practice is to jam pack everything in 2 days, visiting touristic shrines only. Only then fly away saying that the country is nothing special and tourist infested. Learning a few words in local language? Nope. Just speak really slow in your mother tongue. It's nothing. It's the kind of people that leave reviews on the internet. Sounds silly, as everything would look the same had I traveled like this. They simply need to show others that they travel more than them. I guess you've traveled a lot, haven't you, Nana? Well, not that much, but I managed to understand everything about travel. Got it. And how's Japan treating you? Kind of silly to ask about this. How much time have I spent here? How is that relevant to my question? The grass is always greener on the other side, Dylan. I see. Don't get me wrong. I really love my country, though. Okay. For me, pretty much everything seems perfect here. Of course, you're a visitor. It's one of the best countries to visit as a tourist. My favorite thing about Japan is that people here are considerate of others. Well, mainly. You can craft your own world and be sure you'll find similarly minded people. It's very peaceful here. If you don't ask for much and live in the country, but then you start working in Tokyo doing daily morning commutes from Chiba via Sobu line. Doesn't ring any bells for me. Why would it? You're an exchange student after all. Alright, let's go with something you can understand. It's awesome here if you don't stand out. As for me, honestly, I failed to fit in. I've always noticed how polite everyone is. Politeness here has a solid foundation. However, sometimes it becomes as solid as a concrete wall. And don't forget, if you're an outsider, you'll be considered as an outsider forever. By the way, people here really love France. France is like the European version of Japan. What? They have nothing in common. The ambiance, the vibe is somewhat similar, but this topic is always too complex for a lot of people. Are you heading off to your home? Yeah? Mind if I tag along? I don't. Surprised. Well, you've never kept me company before. Well, it's because our classes just started silly. Also, you picked my favorite book. Shall we go, or do you prefer to stay here? Evening already? Time sure flies. We walk in science and it feels a bit awkward. It's a necessary conversation, but play it safe. Hey Nana, yes. The way you see things may be unusual, but it's honest and clever. I can relate to what you said in class today. Notice another layer below your surface of fun and cutesy. Oh wow, so deep. Getting straight to a personal matter, aren't we? You're teasing. It's okay. Just teasing you. It's okay. Chit-chat feels like a sandpaper to me. And the surface you just described, you know, it's very convenient to have one. It makes life a whole lot easier, Dylan. People perceive me as a nice, innocent girl, especially because I look pretty young. And you know what? It's great. I can simply play dumb when I need to, and it's enough to get out of everything. Who would blame me if I make a face like this? Yeah, I understand. Well, what does the real Nana look like? I'm trying to figure this one out myself, Don't know yet. Time will tell. One thing I know for sure is that unexpected cleverness throws people off. What do you mean? My friends don't ask for my advice anymore. They used to. They used to, you know. Why? Well, they expect this. Take it easy. You can make it. I'll be rooting for you, alright? Wow. Now I know what causes global warming. Ha ha. Anyways, I think I see the point. And then when I actually tried to help, how cold and rude I thought you were. How cold and rude. I thought you were my friend. You know what? I'd listen to your advice, Nana. Especially if it went together with you rooting for me. I see. By the way, I actually enjoy cute things. I really do. They make everything tolerable. No, what do you look for in people? Fun. I thought I told you. No, I don't buy it. Alright, much more than that. But I'm tired of being disappointed in people. Over and over again, they turn out to be boring and predictable. It's painful, so I've just stopped expecting anything. Fun is my safe bet. Well, I hope someone exceeds your expectations very soon. Okay, I'll keep an eye on you. On me. Alright, Dylan, I need to take the subway now. It was nice talking to you, I mean it. See you tomorrow. Sheesh. 10 minutes. 10 minutes walk. And then tea and slippers. 10-minute walk, then tea and slippers. Home sweet home. Edgy movies and games often have a lengthy monologue about the main hero's room. Words confined in prison cell are a must in that case. It's like an author feels that the cliché scripts deserve jail time. Anyway, my place is very comfy. Having a 2-bedroom apartment all for yourself is great. Well, right now I do have a flatmate though. Hey, did you buy anything tasty for me? By the way, a strange girl came and left something for you. It's on your table. Was this your classmate? She left so quickly. Her ears were so weird. When you're going to buy a new console, this one is old. That's right. There's a strange scroll on my table. I opened it up. What? Looks like a remnant from the 8-bit era. Is this intended to make me think about something? I wonder who made it and why. Alright, it's time to do my homework. There, all done, man. My back is stiff. I decide to rise and stretch my cramped muscles. Why don't I check out Ermi's game? I'm quite sure it's something. Let's play his little game. Pay attention to your homework. Who is this? I don't think I'm supposed to be here. This thought is nothing new to me. In fact, it's what I wake up to every single morning. I just admit it's rather disappointing though. Almost as much as waking up hungry. Yes, hungry, as it tries to devour me day by day. To no avail, I never retaliate, and yet it always stops after the first bite. I probably taste awful, like a sour grape. I've been here. I've been there. I've been in between. I don't believe in aliens, yet I always feel like one, where I'm supposed to be then. Or where I'm supposed to be then. If only I knew, if only they knew, no one does seriously. No one does. Seriously, it's just some people are ridiculously good at hiding the obvious. After some time, I decide to change my strategy and get rid of every single thought appearing in my feverish mind. Completely, entirely, eternally. After some time, I found the best solution to do so. Something which I call mindless living. As opposed to this mindfulness nonsense, oh so popular among the masses. Mindfulness living is easy. You simply need to be dead tired all the time. I mean, you're exhausted. You don't want to think. You want to sleep. In a way, I decided to go through an inverted Maslow pyramid. Strangely enough, soon my body got used to being deprived of sleep. I drastically cut down on my calories intake as a next step. This also allowed me to become quite slim. It concentrated me on 100% on food and food only. Regardless on how tired I was, meat, fish, pasta, pizza, I could smell each of those words. I'm not a monk or anything, so limiting myself that much became problematic. My stupid body craves sleep and food. Feed me, give me rest. Every time I succumbed to that voice of reason, I ate until I was about to blow up, and I could sleep for a day or so, only to wake up and think, I'm not supposed to be here. I realized I struggled that much because I probably lacked training. After all, I thought my mindless living should be treated not only as a clever invention, but also as a skill to develop. I decided to pursue a career in it, and shortly after I found my dream job, it was the number one in my shortlist. In fact, it got me enlisted. Yes, I joined the army. However, they fed me so well at the training camp that my silly mind decided to think again. So annoying. I'm telling you. And there was no stopping it. A phone started to ring in my head from time to time, driving me crazy. I know that as soon as I'd pick it up, I'd hear the same phrase. Hey, I don't think you're supposed to be here. That's why, as soon as I could, I asked to be moved away from a grass-fed heaven of military base to a wild, stinky battlefield. Code names are codename Herms. That was my new name. Haven't you ever heard of a soldier named Ermi? Well, me neither. I've been the happiest man on planet Earth since my first deployment, but it ended with a buzz. At least that's what I last heard. The buzz of a bullet before it got so dark and lonely around me. Darkness gave way to a white tube of light that sucked me in like a vacuum. What a strange place that was, going all the way up to somewhere above the clouds. I could have sworn I saw familiar faces of people long gone from this world. They looked like they wanted to tell me something, but all I could hear was the annoying buzz. Or maybe it sounded more like a distorted phone call. Doesn't matter, though. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I spent enough time in this otherwise unremarkable room. Spare for a very weird note on the whiteboard. To leave this room, you must tell me the answer. What does it mean? Who? What does it mean? Who, me? What's the question to begin with? The only semblance of a hint came from from a few more words below. 4 in total: love, hate, life, and death. Well, so what is it? All this makes no sense. Uh-oh. I know, dear. What is the question, I wonder? That's what my friend and I are trying to realize. A young woman appears seemingly out of nowhere, dressed in an overly tight nursing uniform. She carries a syringe filled with a strange bright liquid. Who are you? My name is Sophie. Nice to meet you. As for my friend, he doesn't talk much, so I'm afraid I can't introduce him to you properly. Your friend? Yes, here, right in my hand. My precious friend who always knows the truth. Always, but today it seems. I guess it's nice to have such a wise friend. More like persistent, I should say. It takes my friend quite some time to kick in, but then there's no stopping him, and you're guaranteed to tell me everything I want. She moves closer, and I can't help but notice that the button on Sophia's blouse is about to get ripped off by her, well... Uh-oh. I swear to God. Hey, I really want to get out of this place. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Oh. Stay away. She's clearly out of her mind. This room gets more crowded now that a second girl wrapped up in latex costumes serving presumably no other purpose rather than as an aesthetic one shows up in front of me. Oh. It's not ridiculous. It's true. I came from an era far more advanced than yours. I know things you can't even imagine. See? That's what I'm talking about. Megan thinks she's from the future. Still don't believe me? Fine. What's your last memory before you got here? I'm asking you as well, by the way. What's your name? Hermes. So, Hermes, do you remember anything? I heard the phone ringing somewhere very close to where I was. The second I say that, the phone starts ringing again. Ring, 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 like those machines in old detective phones. Those machines in old defective phones. The sound becomes more and more loud. My head hurts. Someone should stop it. Pick up the phone, please. What did you say? Can you hear it? Hear what? That phone ringing over and over again. Jeez, it's really gets on my nerves. Man, this room must be must be a hangout spot for weirdos, and I thought it could be worse than when our spaceship was invaded by those creatures. Please don't mention this word again, Megan. What are you talking about? Hang, you said. What a painful word. I was doing my daily routine helping people to open up and talk. The guy we had back then, he just couldn't relax. He was so nervous. You won't be a single word out of me. You won't get a single word out of me, he shouted, rolling eyes like a madman. So silly of him. Then I heard the footsteps. Bam! They ran out of the door and barged in. Hey girl, nothing personal, but we don't like to see our friends suffer. That's a nice rope you tied him. You tied him with. By the way, why don't you really put it to use? Sophie shivers and stops talking. I think I just realized that although we came from different eras, we share one thing in common. Yes, we're all dead. Knows what she's talking about. A cute girl dressed in a makeup joins the conversation. Where was she hiding? Weird. By the way, she holds a plush in one hand. Oh god, get comfortable. What? Can't you see it? You can't? You can't you? You just don't want to admit it. Ease up. Death is even sinister. Yeah. This little brat, she keeps spouting nonsense. Why? I'm just trying to play this game unlike you. I realize these are all answers, and death is the best one of them. Ring, ring. Death is certainly not an answer to anything, but you know, if it helps us to get out of this place, I'm fine with it. I really need to head back home. No one likes a dead coming back, I'm afraid. I'm not dead. I agree with Naomi. Maybe death is the ultimate answer to everything. At the very least, it has the ultimate degree of certainty. What? Well, how do you know whenever or not you actually live? Or you actually live? What qualifies you as a living person? Ridiculous. Don't be silly. My heartbeat, for instance. Then you compare yourself to an animal. You get excuse me, on my nerves. Hey, I'm just trying to say that compared to the lives of some people, you're just occupying space. On the other hand, when you die, you're 100% dead. Everyone is equal, 6 feet underground. No one can challenge this fact. Spoken like a true genius. I know, right? I'm an underappreciated asset. Where are you from again? The present time. Death is the answer, simply because eternal life is much worse. Say what? I think I still have my magic powers to show you. Kitty cat, make me happy, make them sad. Huh? I'm quite sure she's referring to that plushie. So what's going to happen now? Eternity. What do you mean? Time will go, but we won't follow. And she was right. Huh? What day is it? What day is it today? Friday, yeah. Geez, how would you know? Thanks for your trick. Time lost its meaning. Therefore, it might as well always be Friday. It's been what? Days, months, years? Hey Naomi, can you revert your spell? Hee, if you all admit death is the answer, maybe I could. Okay, I admit it. No, I'm going to fall for this trick. You want to stay here forever? Fine, let's talk. Little by little, the future will come, and that's exactly what I'm for. Okay, let's talk about cats. So we did. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about fun. Let's talk about films. Let's talk about fiction. Let's talk about friends. Let's talk about freedom. Let's talk about feelings. Let's talk about foils. Let's talk about foxes. Let's talk about forests. Let's talk about fonts. Stop it. I can't take it anymore. Fine, maybe death is the answer. Whatever. I too agree with that. However, nothing happened. Now what? What's next? What should we do? I think we should be more proactive. Now that we all agree on our answer. See, this purple liquid, it's the last resort liquid. So to speak, let me help you friends. She moves so swiftly it doesn't even hurt. My vision starts to become blurry. Ring, ring. The phone rings again, but this time I manage to answer it somehow. The guy on the other side of the line tells me that if I die, I'll stay in this room forever. Why haven't I thought about it before? I'm afraid it's too late now. Love. Love is love. What is love? Maybe don't hurt me. Oh, pardon love. Oh, pardon me. Hi. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Oh, pardon me. Hi. What would your order be? No, you're alive? Yes. Why? However, I woke up in this room today, and you know that milk tea I had yesterday? It tasted so weird. Anyway, although it's not my tavern anymore, I certainly have a customer. What can I order? Nothing, I'm afraid. We're short on everything. But I can make you company. I'm a good maid after all. Did you see this strange whiteboard? Sure, I did. What do you think? The answer is near. Love. How romantic of you. Sadly, I know nothing of it. I'm not allowed to get into an affair with a customer, even with one as handsome as you. However, let my magic do the work and say whether or not you're right. I'm gonna kitty cat, make me happy, make them sad. Two other girls appear right in front of my eyes. Tell me, what is love? Love is reducible to the absurd act of chemicals. Therefore, there is no intrinsic value to in this material universe. Hypocrite that you are. For you trust the chemicals in your brain to tell you they are chemicals. All knowledge is ultimately based on which we cannot prove. Will you fight or will you perish like a dog? Sorry, they're a bit broken. Let me fix it in here. Tell me, what is love? Silence was her answer. Oh my, still no good. Well, let me try this little trick in a second. They're going to fall for you, Hermes. She spanks me with her feet. I noticed Sophia and Megan start to stare at me. I'm Hermes, yes? I love you. Why? Should I have a reason? No, but I'm curious. Just because you're here. I've been here before. Really? Well, people change, don't they? He's mine. He will be my dog. Only you and I forevermore. Hey, you're kind of stuck here together. But if you could leave, which one of them would you choose to go with you, Nia? You're being weird. I don't recognize any of these names. It hurts me that you think the other goes during a moment like this. Yeah, how could you? It's so selfish. From another side, love is the most selfish feeling anyway. What? Selfish, of course. It's not eternal. What is eternal love? Eternal love means you should stay together until the very end. Till death do us part. Now, I'm sure that after some time, you're definitely going to choose me over anyone else. The question is, how can I be sure that your feelings last forever? What are you talking about? Stop babbling nonsense. Trust me, my words make perfect sense. Here, let my friend explain this to you. She does a few quick swings, and shortly after that, we're the only ones standing in the room. What have you done? How could you? Same as you. I'm just being selfish. All fair and square. Fair. You know what? Love is not the answer. Love is not fair. I feel cold sweat dripping down my back. Sophie is clearly bonkers, and I need to calm her down somehow. Not fair, but why? I always thought love is one of the best feelings in the world. I never said it's bad. I said it's not fair. Love should be mutual, but it never works that way. Remember Hermes? Between two people involved, one loves while the other allows himself or her to be loved. How is that fair? I don't believe you. Oh, and love is also very selfish. Remember, even more selfish than you and me. What about love? What about love you have for your parents? It all goes down the same street. Every time you buy them something, you feel like a good kid. In a way, you buy it for yourself, Hermes. In a way, you buy it for yourself, Hermes. You know what? I'm going to do this to have you all to myself. Now, what I'm going to do is wait. I'm going to do this to have. I'm going to do is to have you all to myself. Okay. Swing. The needle bites me like a snake. My legs start to tremble. It feels so satisfying. Sylvia's face is the last thing to flash from my memory before darkness covers everything around me. I'm back from the dead. It seems even more. The usual crowd's here. As if nothing happened at all. The phone starts ringing again. I don't think I can get rid of the pain in my head. So badly I need to concentrate on something else. Maybe small talk can help. Hey, do you guys remember what just happened? Nothing yet. We just have to find the answer. And I'm sure the answer is one of these words in there. You're kidding me. Have they entirely forgotten what happened before? Which word would it be? Easy. Hate. Hate is the answer. Why do you think so? Well, I hate you all. So this word is definitely a suitable answer for me. For you, yes. For me, no. But why would I care about you? I wonder what's your reason for hating us that much. Oh. What's the other one? It's simply, I hate you because you leave me no hope. Why, I remember. If you're right and I came from the past and I see my future in the two of you, what can I say? The future looks pathetic. But you don't know us at all. Even 5 minutes is enough to despise you. Her annoyance doesn't seem to be justified at the very slightest, but I'm not surprised, as it fits perfectly with the weird ambience of the place. I don't think hate is the answer because it's too easy to hate something. And who said the answer should be complicated? What do you hate, Aramis? Other people. Including me? We just met, but I'm sure I'm capable of building a whole nano angstrom of hate directed towards you. Why? Yeah, why? Because you make me feel like I'm not supposed to be here. What would have changed had we not existed at all? Then he couldn't compare. If he had no other place to be, his thoughts would become invalid. I agree with you, Hermes. If I hadn't seen the future right before my eyes, I would have been fine with everything. You guys don't even know about the right reason to hate everyone around you. I mean, they exist. They smell. They take space. They're loud and annoying. That's why I always stay in my lab so I could have some personal space. But even there, when I visit the bathroom, I look in the mirror and realize I'm no different. What about you, Megan? I don't know. In the future, our personalities are removed as they serve little to no purpose. We don't live. We function. I still have some emotions, but hate is too strong. It's off limits. It's off limits. Hate. Hermes, hi Near. Finally, it's only me and you here. Where has everyone else gone? Well, makes you think they've ever been here. What makes you think they've ever been here to begin with? Anyway, I'm here to support you now. Trust me. Hate is not the answer. Life is. I want you to know that you're supposed to be here with me. Stay with me forever. Why are you so sure about it? I don't think this place was supposed to exist in the first place. That feels made up. Therefore, you fit in perfectly. I think of it as a new life for both of us. Life. You think life is the answer? It's because I want to spend my life with you. What are we going to do? Everything but one thing. We'll never walk alone. And, I'm a maid. I can always serve you a cup of tea when you need it. Trust me, having a friend like this is what matters the most. Thanks, Aaron. I don't even know what to say. It's because you actually want to spend the whole life with me instead, Hey, where did Naomi go? It doesn't matter. It's just you and I here now, Hermes. You and I. Oh, what are we going to do? We're going to have some fun. No, admit it. That's what you really want. Everything else is just a facade to mess. That's. Well, do you want my friend to ask you this question again? Then again, an honest answer of you. Oh. See, now you're being frank. Don't worry, it's okay. Think of yourself as part of a hunter-gatherer world. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. It's just you, the things you own, and the things you want to own. But I don't want to think of you as a thing. Well, then someone else would, my dear. And you'd be surprised about the choice I make. Life is not as primitive as you portray it. Life works the way you make it work, simply as that. I want my life to be primitive, so here I am. You know why you feel like you're not supposed to be here? Because you don't even know what kind of life you want to live. I will. Don't worry, Hermes. Let me take care of it. Let me comfort you, my dear, so you could forget about everything else. No way. Hey, what happened? Where did Sophia go? I got rid of that succubus. Hey, stay with me, Hermes. I've seen the future, and it's not the best one, I admit. Now, we'll have a second chance to make it great. What are we going to do? We're going to believe in tomorrow. If you think you're not supposed to be here, make tomorrow the place to be. Yes, please. Do it for me. Will you love me? I'll love you. I'll love you tomorrow. I promise. True root. Oh. Because that was his game. I thought that was like... Again, at this place? Again, everything is tilted around me. I'm getting nauseous. Seriously, I don't think I've ever experienced the same dream before. Maybe I just don't remember. Arcade machine? Or is it a slot machine? Anyway, I need to get closer to it. This time I push a button right when I get close to the machine. Run the numbers. Japan, what will I see this time? Hmm? Cat? Heck no. PYC. She's been a little bit longer this time. PYC. PYC. Alright, I get it. I got it. PYC. But the machine doesn't care about what I think and keeps on spinning. PYC. Over and over, I have the same letters appearing on the screen. Every day, I go pretty much the same routine, but today it feels different. I noticed someone standing near the grocery store. Good morning. Hey there, we live pretty close to each other, huh? I'm surprised we haven't met before. I mean, on the way to school. Who are you waiting for? No, Marta, guess what? They're late again. Oh well, being 10 minutes late in Russia is nothing. Are we in Russia or Japan? You won't believe it, but I woke up with a feeling that I should be in Japan. Weird, right? I don't think it's weird. It'd be extremely boring if your dreams resembled real life. You think so? I'm sure about it. Some people like to make movies which are just too realistic. Sometimes they're so realistic I can't really force myself to keep watching. I mean, I'm dreaming about my own world, yet they're trying to remind me about reality. Ah. Oh. Okay, Dylan. This world is just as fine. Let's go, shall we? I wonder why they gathered us here in Russia. Well, where else would do we? Where else do they like to set targets this ambitious? Any any experiment worthy of the Soviet schools of education. Remember? Yeah, I do. Do you like it here? Sure, I love my country. It's great. You may know that a lot of people have mixed bag opinions about it. Screw them. They just don't get what Russia is about. I wonder I wonder what. What do you think? Well, it's huge. Moscow and Red Square AK-47. Meh. By the way, I think that Moscow doesn't represent Russia all too well. Russia is like an endless country road with tire shops, small towns, and grocery stores along the way. First you hate it, then you admit it. Then you admit it, then you get to like it. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Whoa, you're like a philosopher. Maybe I aspire to become one. It's already almost been 2 hours. Holy! Absorbed in our discussion, we haven't even noticed Marta and Nana until they were really close. What are you guys talking about here? But Dylan is talking about something weird, like his dream or whatever. But they were so vivid. Told you. Dylan, if we turned out to be princesses in your dream, you had better tell us. And you better behave appropriately. Alright, we really need to go. I don't want to be late. Today we start from Today we start from physical education. Do I get to see Teddy bounce. Watch out, Dylan. Uh-oh. Ouch. The ball hit me right in the face. It hurts. It really hurts. Hey, pass me the ball. Warming up with Marta. It gets hot in no time. Yeah, hot. What was I talking about again? Dylan, it's not the best moment for daydreaming. Are you going to play or not? I have a weird sensation in my nose. Geez, Dylan, you're bleeding. Well, at least my nosebleed is backed by science. I'm okay, don't worry. You sure about that? See if you should. See if you should. You sure about that? See if you should visit a doctor. I went to the locker room to fix my bloody nose. It's nothing serious yet. I don't rush myself to go back. Today we play volleyball, and I like this dexterity to be good at it. Maybe it makes more sense to be a spectator today. Boy, was I right. Selma is a strong, independent player. None that, despite her short stature, shows them hoops. I wonder what vertical she has. And Marta, she has that shirt I'm talking about. She has a shirt I'm talking about winning. She got game. The view is well worth being a bench warmer. You know, I can see myself as an avid volleyball fan. It's a steep learning curve. Hands down, a lot of curves even. This sport is great. Watch out, Dylan. Again. Ouch. This is getting old. On my way to the locker room, I see Ermi arguing with the teacher. I can't do it. Look, I have a note from my doctor. Ermi's still in his uniform. I guess he tried to skip the lesson, but it was busted. Just tell me what kind of disease you have. Our teacher is a former Navy SEAL. Go, Ermi. 10 pull-ups and you can join our club. The girls have stopped playing, try to cheer Ermi. Alright everyone, watch me do this. Onwards. He falls down after a lame attempt to do the very first pull-up. What a beautiful descent. Ermi, are you alright? Ermi. Lights out, kid! Putting physical education right before math is outright evil. For some reason, I see our class in a new light today. Oh. Good day, everyone. Today I'll spend the whole class standing right next to you. Remember, we're a small but diverse group of friends. On that note, let's start our math class. As you may know, even rules of the universe are defined using mathematics. I feel it every time I count the money in my wallet. 2 important education majors also depend on your aptitude to math. I'm talking about STEM and liberal arts degree majors. STEM, what's that? Short for science, technology, engineering, and math. Or STEAM. Oh, well, take a look around. It's all predicted by science, calculated by mathematics, built by engineers. Maybe, but then you need to make it beautiful. Oh my goodness. Sadly, we only have that such time, so let's move on in class. Just as yesterday, you had to prepare a short speech. This time, it's about real-life applications of math. Talk about a field where math used in and how you find it amusing. I wonder what everyone else finds amusing. They say history repeats itself. Well, guess what? My short list has 3 topics, and we only have time to cover 2 of them. Dylan, please help me one more time. Here we go again. Gotta pick her. Gotta pick hers first. I'm simping for her, you know. Great choice. Have you ever heard about the golden ratio? It's been known for ages, you know, for a countless number of days and nights. I'm getting this. I'm gonna quickly snap some people's. Oh god, I'm just trying to send streaks to my friends. Okay, let's go. And days. And nights again. It's pretty simple. Oh my goodness. Our attraction to the human body increases if it's symmetrical and in proportion. Same goes for the face. Be more likely to like proportional ones. Although it's well known, lots of artists still fail to apply it to their works. The golden ratio is one. Human attractiveness is not the only field where it's used, by the way. The golden ratio is used to provide a sense of balance and equilibrium in architecture. However, there's no rule without an exception. The ratio for the length of the miniskirt exposes the thighs and the over knee part of the socks is 4 to 1 to 5. It's called. Hey, what are you looking at? The golden ratio rule is based on Fibonacci numbers, right? They're speaking. Who cares? Was the Fibonacci symmetrical? I think the mathematical beauty is an elegant way to prove your theory. I think the mathematical blah 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 blah. In your case, it's the boredom theory. Math is the ultimate power. No, thank you. Well done, I guess. Don't forget that looks can be deceiving, alright? It's much more important to see what's inside. Life is unfair. Deal with it. Use this fact to your own benefit. Let's have a short break. Everything is good in moderation. Put it on. It can look unusual though, so don't worry, it's a risk-free environment here, Ermi. Ermi, I'm at a loss for words. Should I treat it as a compliment? I don't know, but you sure have a lively imagination. I hope you don't do anything funny to foster your creativity. What are you talking about? No, how about you support the beginnings of your classmates? Ermi, were those like RIs? No, just stock images I got from the web. It's nice to see you like Rodin. Who's the guy? What? The thinking person in your video. Oh well, I just took it from other Vaporwave videos. Life less 101 for Ermi. Sometimes it's better to keep silent to look smarter. Everyone, calm down. Ermi's tried to express himself. Well done, Ermi. On that note, let's move on. Math. Success in math. Is it about your personal finance? Great choice still. Do you guys want to be successful and get a lot of money? Yes. I don't value material possessions that much, but you have my interest. It's all possible if you're good at math. Take gambling mathematics, for example. Let's imagine you're in, say, Las Vegas and it's evening now. Gambling mathematics can be included in game theory. It's all about probability of an event to occur. Let me give you an example. Imagine yourself near a roulette table. You have 2 zeros and 36 numbers, 8 reds and 18 blacks. If you bet any amount of money on red, your chance to win is 18 out of 38. However, if you lose, it's 20. However, if you lose, it's 20-30 chance. 20 is superior to 18, therefore odds are not in your favor. It's very simple, yet it's not the reason casinos exist. If you think it. I forgot it. Luck is called standard deviation here. It's an expectant of a range of your earnings after a couple of rounds. That range is increasingly negative the more you play, the more you lose. Players also come with the various betting systems such as Martel. If you double the bet after every loss, the first one recovers everything. Huh. So if you're good at math, it can get you rich. Predictable things, just how excited could it be? Told you. But what you said is true, how come you're not rich? Hey, I can't even play yet. If you listen carefully, you'd notice the chance of losing stakes over time. And it's very hard to stop due to the nature of gambling. However, I've heard that you can also use game theory on stock market. That's right, stock traders from the biggest banks use it. Let's just skip a little bit of math here. Why don't they quit their jobs and trade on their own? I mean, if the game theory really works. Well, maybe you can't predict everything. Like what Ross says you're going to be now. Huh, so you admit it. Hey! What did you just ask? Marta, thanks. Well done. I believe in game theory, but our world is a bit logical thing. It's a bit illogical. Things tend to happen just because. Who knows? Maybe that's what makes our world beautiful. I guess that's it for today. Break time! This hallway feels somewhat dodgy. I see Ermi up. Hey man, what's up? Who are you going to help tomorrow? And what are you talking about? Come on, career day, of course. Alright, I've heard it's a regular event at this school. It helps to plan a track of education you need to land a specific job. Sam and Nana and Marta will be distributing handouts. Taya asked me and Ermi to pair up with them. Honestly, I haven't thought about it. I think they've talked among themselves. However, I can hear almost every word. So, who's going to help you with the handouts? No idea. Do you have your handouts ready, Nana? No idea. What about you, Samurai? Anyone on mind? Still up to discussion, I'm afraid. Why don't we ask Dylan to help one of us? Why don't you ask him then? It feels awkward. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He should make the move first. Dylan, got a minute? No. Stop. Maybe it's better to play it dumb. Hey, what's happening? I feel the tension in the air. Hey, Dylan, we need to ask you something. Sure, what's that? Sama, you go ahead and ask. Alright, sure. So, do you plan to travel around the world? Yeah, which country would you like to visit first? Wait, what? For example, I always wanted to visit... How do you spell it? I'd like to visit China. It's a very vibrant country. Yeah, they also have rich culture heritage. I enjoy the works of Sun. I don't know that name. Sun is always nice. However, I'm pretty sure Dylan realized you're making this up. The truth is, Dylan, we want you to choose one of us. What? No. You're being inappropriate. This is so funny, alright? Let's cut it short. Dylan, we need your help. Else with printouts tomorrow. The question is, who exactly will you help? Oh no. I mean, you want to lend us a hand, right? Right? Tough choice. I like to help Nana. We'll have fun, I guarantee it. Shoo! Today, Taya decided to ask me something after the lesson. Dylan, do you know why it's so great to be a teacher? Because you know more? Because you have more power. See, for some reason, no one cleaned the geography class. Well, someone had asthma, and during the class, that person collapsed and was taken to the hospital. Understandably, so I'm a new teacher here, so I must earn respect and all that. Do you follow me? Not really. I said that I'll go ahead and clean the class all by myself right now. Can't imagine you cleaning the room. Guess what? Me neither. What a coincidence, right? Oh no. You got it, don't you? By my power, I demand that you clean my class. Hey, what's with this face? I'll ask the girls to help you. She gets it back after a while. Great news, everyone. Great news, everyone. Anna will help you. She'll be weighing in the class. There's no one in the geography class. Well, doesn't surprise me at all. Knowing Nana, she'll likely be headed home right now. Look at this class. Try to estimate the amount of time I'll have to spend here. Everything looks pretty clean. If the dust is not visible, it's not that bad. I see inscribed on the door, I love Lena. I wonder who loves Lena this much. And who's Lena? Got you. Hi, Nana. And that's it. It's not like beautiful strangers cover your eyes every day. I don't think these strangers pant so much because they have to stay on their toes. It's your fault that you're so tall. Did you really think that I was going to ditch you? I did. Well, I changed my mind. But I don't really want to clean. Instead, I'll act as your moral support. Like entertaining me with a tale or something. A mere tale stands nowhere near my knowledge. Do you know about conspiracy theories? Do you? I'm a conspiracy expert. The world is governed by families or clans who own pretty much every single business. Politics are nothing but puppets in their hands. Each year, a lot of talented scientists die mysteriously. Their inventions remain hidden forever. We can cure any disease, but if people don't get ill, the pharmaceutical market is going bust. No, I think I'm going to buy a tinfoil hat for you. Like I care. Okay, go ahead and clean this room in silence. It will be your punishment. You're completely different. You were completely different yesterday. That's why I'm never boring, Dylan. Would you like me to whine or discuss serious personal topics? I mean, you're the one with a beautiful girl. No one around. Hey, where are you looking? Trying to locate a beautiful girl in the room. What did you say? You asked for it. Why don't you say something? Too busy getting ready to run away. No way. I'm going to chase you down. It's too cliche. What if someone decides to invite you to a cafe? Is it cliche as well? Depends on whether or not this someone is beautiful. No. I'll get disappointed in girls because of you. Then go ahead and invite me here. Invite Ermi, he'll accept, that's for sure. Oh, you. Hey, just saying. Why did you ask? No particular reason. You're getting nerves, Dylan. But it's not like I'm against it. Busted, what do you guys think you're doing? Why that really scared us? Look at this. You're doing nothing. What a shame. I became interested in history. Like today. Well, why not? And I was hoping to see you making history and all. Uh-oh. You guys let me down. See you tomorrow. After this scene, we decided to finally clean the class. It's getting darker outside. The night's going to steal the sun. The morning did the same today, remember? It's a shame I wasted so much time here. What do you consider as time not wasted then? Anything which is fun, of course. I failed to see how you could have fun cleaning this class. I never wanted to clean it in the first place. Whatever. Let's go home. Yeah, no cookies for Simon today. Were there any yesterday? Do you remember back in our club? Nana is something. The rest of the day passed by really quick. You don't have any after school activities, and I'm on my way home. Someone passed me on the shoulder. It's Nana, hey. She says something just standing around. What? Not being fond of staring contests, I had to say something first. Hey, are you ready for the career day tomorrow? Sure I am. Is there anything wrong? No, it's nothing, alright. It's alright, nothing. Thanks for asking. No, you're acting strange. I'm sorry, you have nothing to do with it. What happened? Don't think you'll understand, Dylan. Can't say unless I give it a try. Well, if you insist. I can't take it anymore. People are so scripted. Scripted, predictable, you mean? Yes, to put it mildly. Oh, you ever played a role-playing game, though? Hey, not that kind of game, you silly. A computer game where you have to a few main characters. You have a few main characters, a side cast, and then a lot unplayable characters to enrich the game. Or your interaction with the latter is limited to just a couple of phrases. It's because they're usually scripted only to serve a certain game purpose. Guess what? It seems that our life is no different. What do you mean? I think 80% of people, if not more, are non-playable characters. Come on, that's not true. Maybe I'm wrong, but then tell me, why are they so shallow? Try to throw in an unconventional reply when chatting to these people. Next thing you know, there's that particularly particularly blank expression in their eyes. I'm dyslexic. You broke the script, and they're not programmed to handle it. Oh, Anna, at least now it's clear why you're being silent in the beginning. Ready for the career day tomorrow? If I say yes, would you be delighted? If I say no, would you offer immediate help? I doubt it. Truth is, only expected a reply that abide by the script. Something you could reply to with is, oh, I see, and all. Well, how do you expect me to communicate? I expect anyone you include to keep silent if there's nothing to say. People just can't shut up, and you know why? Because they're all afraid to start thinking instead of talking. Thinking process can lead to a real unpleasant self-realization. Oh, that is how shallow you are with. This kills the non-playable character. That's so bad about discussing something conventional, like hobbies. Nothing but that. Then it goes down the same alley. Music. No one knows anything outside the top charts. Well, I do. Movies. Same. People only watch what's trending today. Trending is the key word here. Non-playable characters don't have hobbies. They follow the trend. Now that you're mentioning it, internet subculture is going mainstream. 'Cause it's trending. 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 'Cause it's tr We're the meme generation. We're the meme generation, Dylan. It's even worse when they start enjoying my hobbies. What what are you into? Swimming, for instance? So what if swimming becomes the next hot topic? Then my local pool will be crowded with people who can't swim at all. They don't even want to learn. They're here because everyone else is. I closed that pool for being too I closed that pool for being too shallow. Geez, nah, isn't it a bit too much? You're simply calling the majority of people fools. I've never called them like that. In a way, they are smart. They are the smarter ones as they fit in seamlessly. While I just stand out like a sore thumb. I've actually gone a bit too far. Please don't take what I said close to heart, alright? I'm a bit ashamed of this confession. Well, sorry for scripted replies, I guess. You're not like that. I'm even thinking, it's just a maybe. Maybe my life gets less boring every time I talk to you. You made me light up a bit, thanks. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Or, looking forward to see you tomorrow. Alright, time to go home. Man, my mind is still going over what I heard on the way home. Never judge the book by its cover, right? Shall I give Hermes' game another go? But first, let me check on my sister. I can't believe you came empty-handed again. That girl from yesterday came again, saying she needs to check on your progress. I replied that you can handle everything yourself, but what she, by the way, what was in the document she gave you? Well, it's just a little bit different today. Just my imagination, probably. Same as yesterday. Who on earth writes this nonsense? Alright, time for... Do I want to play it? Let's play it. Oh god. I'm in the room again. The girl's staring me, waiting eagerly. What's going to happen next? Well, the truth is, nothing's going to happen. No one is going to play this joke of a game, so I could as well just write a develop diary here. It's time to be fair with myself. I lack imagination to write anything at all. Anything at all. I wrote quite a lot, but it took so much time, and the truth is, it's all worthless. The characters don't live, they're made up. I made it up myself. I don't know what to write next. I really don't know. My mind is totally empty I can't even come up with a suitable description. The plot, you say, it's not existent. It's a cliche. It's a cliche of a cliche. It's like me. And you know what? That's what people want. They don't want my originality. But I fail even at copying things in a proper way. What did you want to say with all this? Who's going to read it? Man, I want this game to be exciting. But it's boring. The characters, I've seen them all countless times. A random bunch of characters thrown together in one room. The game is empty. I am empty. The real answer is that there's none. It's all pointless. I want to turn this game into a dating simulator or whatnot. But how can I write anything about a date if my current goal is to hold hands with a girl? How can I come out with a decent plot if nothing happens in my life? I know nothing about the past and the future and my present time. Well, nothingness. Geez, I wish someone would just put an end to my misery. Maybe it'd be a decent answer after all. Hello? Hello? Just don't leave me alone, please. Don't leave me alone. I can be a good friend, I swear. How come there are so many people in the world yet I'm alone? Does it mean I'm the worst? No. No way. My game will show him. All I just need to come up with a decent answer. Yes. Please don't leave me alone. Fetch me a fancy dinner. Homework. Woo, woo. You're kidding me. This room and arcade machine already feel familiar to me. Then I decide to turn around. Let's see what happens there. Nope, can't. Well, you're supposed to follow the script of this dream, I think. Approach the vending machine again. Well, where are we going today? How about, say, Australia? F-R-E. F-R-E. Is this a budget version of free? Free? Dom, wait a second. I think I've got it. Freedom. So when the machine starts to show US, I realize where it's all going. USA. I realize where it's all going. By the way, I haven't discussed my dreams with anyone. I can't remember where I actually am in real life. If I did, I'd simply wake up. Fun. This sound is just so repetitive. So that's what you think of my piano skills, Dylan? Just kidding, welcome back. I started playing the same note right after you dozed off. Turns out, you're quite a light sleeper. Anyways, our class starts in a few, so you better get yourself together. Hey, can you play something for me right now before everyone comes in? Oh, I'm not good at the piano, you see. Good enough for me, I assure you. Well, if you insist, just don't expect much, okay? She starts playing a simple yet elegant melody. How do you like it? Somehow, that's what I thought you'd play. I don't think it counts as an answer. Hey, you don't think I can play melodies this easy, do you? Here we go. She switches to a more complicated piece. My goodness, I make way too many mistakes. Really, I can't hear a single one, I swear. Dylan, you're flattering me. Okay, class. On a rainy day like this, music is a necessity for me. Let's finish early today. You need to get ready for your career day. Or for the career day. Oh my goodness. Oh, this couch gets uncomfortable sometimes. Oh. Demigod? Gade? What? Whatever. I'm too lazy. Ow. Oh my god, this couch can get uncomfortable sometimes. Let's finish early today. You need to get ready for the career day. Oh, and it's Friday, you know. I'm scared of people who try hard on Friday. What are we going to discuss today? I intend to cover a few basics on music theory, but between us, music isn't about theory. I think a few notes is all you need to create a memorable melody. Like me! If I can turn on my piano, I can create the most memorable. Sure. Oh. Melancholic music can be very different. Well, such a god. Cheerful and mellow, gloomy or melancholy. Why do I know that word? I already read this part. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. That's why I always tell people I don't have a favorite band. Everything goes as long as the mood's right. People probably compliment your taste in music, Ermi. Maybe, but they hide it as well. By the way, sometimes it feels like the music controls me. Frequency and volume of a sound have enormous impact on humans. In fact, music can act as a weapon of mass destruction. Huh? Do I want to play this game for 3 hours straight? And then I'll upload it to YouTube in 15-minute clips, so I have a pretty long series. I'll upload I would have a whole bunch of weeks of videos. I mean, maybe it's. Well, I am gonna upload it in 3-minute clip or 15-minute clips. It's just a matter of, do I want to? Maybe I could just have a video where I play this game for an hour. In fact, music can act as a weapon of mass destruction. Anyways, let's get back on track. Your task for today is to enjoy some music. How cool is that, huh? Thanks, you too. Would you be so kind to play something for us? Oh, and today we discussed music theory, remember? Anything specific you want me to play? Nope, it's up to you. Alright, you can count on me. Ermi gets ready, his fingers twitching over the keyboard like he's already playing. Oh, Ermi. You like Schumann? Francais is marvelous. And the rainy day suits it so well. It's sad to know that my favorite composer had a tragic life. Born in 1810 in Germany, he intended to pursue a career as a virtuous pianist. However, a hand injury destroyed his plan and made a soon switch to composing. Who knows, maybe he would have never created this masterpiece if not for that accident. Schumann suffered from a mental disorder and died at an asylum when he was only 46. It's relieving to think that his music will stay with us forever. Where's my mouse? There it is. Let's move it here so I can see it. Just listen. Let's just listen to this for a bit. I kind of like piano music. Next thing. Next track. Wow. I mean, to think that his Gymnopédie #1 is fantastic. Well, I have to write down this song. I've actually wanted to learn on piano for a while. I never knew the name. Oh, I'll just write it down in here. Oh, give me a second. just search up. I'll write down his name. Just in case. Oh. He was born in Honfleur, France, back in 1866. Beautiful Normandy. I want to visit it again when flowers blossom. Do you know what they say Sally preferred to introduce him? Do you know the way Sally preferred to introduce himself? He preferred to introduce himself as gymnopedist instead of musician. It's because he was once called clumsy, but subtle technician by critics. Sadie died at the age of 59. Years of heavy drinking took its toll. I guess alcohol has a killer talent for killing talent. Anyways, just listen. Let's listen to what Nana likes. Because I'm simping for that. I'm simping for Nana. Chopping. Let's turn up the music a bit. I don't think any of this stuff is copyrighted anymore because it's old music. Chopping. It's chopping. It's chopping. Ermi, you're better than I thought. It's his OP9 number 1 in B flat minor. It's a real masterpiece. Frederick Chopin was a Polish composer in 1810. Yes, the same as Schumann. What a year, by the way. Schumann admired Chopin. Coincidentally, Chopin also died really early at the age of 39. He settled in Paris at the age of 21. I wish I lived there back then. Chopin supported himself by giving piano lessons aside from composing. I'd trade a week worth of my lunch money for just one lesson of his. Alright, maybe a week is too much. Whatever, just listen. Let's listen to Nanas for a bit. Because, I'm simping for her, and I have a feeling this impacts her thoughts on me. Let's move on. The rain stopped and it's getting sunny now. That was my exit for that rain. Thank you so much. To compensate for this, you're not obliged to play us something. Yeah, Dylan. You do this now. Yes, I want to hear him play. Like, broadly speaking, okay, well then, Dylan, use the first octave only. Trust me, even pressing just one key at a time will do the trick. Alright class, time to tell Dylan what kind of music you like. I'll go first. What do you like, Nanal? Let me think. You know what? I like 7 different genres. If I were to pick the first one, I like progressive rock, where a 5-string guitar often meets classical instruments. My 3 favorite bands are Yes, that's a good one, King Crimson, and Wishbone Ash. I only know Yes. Prog. How am I supposed to handle this information? Well, as Nana already mentioned rock, I'll go ahead and jump my second favorite genre. I begin to enjoy hip-hop music. I always prefer alternative or X-rap. This mofo say Doom. MF Doom, A Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang, oh, NF. I know there's NF, there's Doom. NF is like... Classical music is my love, after the first sight. Which genre comes second in terms of complexity? 2 ways to name it. It's jungle and DND, or DNB. B key, there's I need to take something from the staff room right now. You guys wait here. As it's far from break time, please don't be too loud. I will. I wish we all did. Marta, have you been to the states that are pinned on the map, the one behind you? Sure, it's the land of the free and home of the brave. Home of the brave, my home sweet home. It's my obligation to know it well. Which state is your favorite? Texas by far. Texas is pretty good. So you're fond of shooting ranges and pickup trucks. Very funny, but don't you forget about barbecue. Well, it's actually true, at least it's to a certain extent. Oh. It's more about the people, how sincere they are, and I've heard people in America are usually not that sincere, you said. There are 2 Americas, so let's go with the US, and even when you have to be more specific. See, each state is totally unique in the US. Well, big cities kind of look the same though. Big smiles and all. Always being excessive and enthusiastic, showing off new cars, houses, etc., while being knee-deep in mortgages. The American dream. So Trudeau. The American dream. I don't think people remember what it is anymore. I think the whole world thinks everything is better in the U.S. Appears to be better. Dylan appears to be better. Dylan appears to be better. Look, when we get our degrees and all, you know what will be the difference between us. You'll be bragging about your new flat while I'll be paying off my student loans. Are you sure you love our country? I do, and that's why I'm so concerned. Where's Ermi? He's still packing up. Just a quick reminder before we go. Girls, you're in charge of the handouts. We don't want to disappoint our guests. Right, Nana? Are you ready? Might I ask, where are your handouts? Oh, I forgot to prepare mine. Mine? I'd say you've totally bombed it. Consider yourself lucky that I don't give grades today. By the way, I also participate. My booth is called Grown Ups Life Horrors. It concurs, of course, as you know, we promote diversity. Inflexible generalities and diversity, worse enemy. Come and laugh at it with me. As the girls are still setting up, I decided to go check on Taya's booth. Taya has two displays set up in her space. The first one resembles the corporate world, I guess. Welcome, Nerdin! Fortune 500 is the world's 500 largest companies. Every fresh graduate dreams to have his first job at a company like this. They say now it's more trendy to join startups. And they say a lot until it's time to pay off education loans. Well, that's what you're going to ask me about. Not so fast now. First, prove yourself worthy of reaching the interview stage. Let me have a look at your curriculum. VT. Next, please. Oh, I'm just kidding. Ready for the interview? Woo-hoo. Alright, okay, I'm ready. For starters, let me ask you one simple question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? In 10 years? Well, I don't know. It's impossible to predict, I guess. This is a valuable team player. No. Also, what are your development areas? Production department messed up. Excuse me. Ted Rex heard my. I'm dyslexic. No, on second thought, it's only about paychecks and big names. Take this awesome startup for instance. By the way, feel free to take a bite. I have some fresh baked gluten-free cookies with me. Fresh like a hip co-working place at the Bay Area. Where's the application form now? What are you talking about? So I was looking for people who can think outside the box. Just tell me why you want to join the family. Family? How about the mindset, Dylan? At the start, some people often see themselves as family rather than colleagues. What's the startup portrayed here about? Oh, it's irrelevant. All that matters is that they are sure to disrupt the market. Drivers with passengers, so it's Uber. And inclusion better than a taxi ride. We need our friendship. Friendship is magic. See, there's even a stock chart. Yes, as you can see, the price is about to skyrocket. Just look at the forecast. Seems legitimate. Was it fun, Dylan? I have mixed feelings. Hence the grown-up life horrors. A grown-up's life is all about mixed feelings. Oh. Actually, the purpose of my loot. In real life, both corporate and startup worlds have a lot to offer. We live in a time where you can do anything you want. Moreover, you can even get paid for it. Anyway, Dylan, who are you going to help with the handouts? Oh, hi, Dylan. Look here, I tried to attract those who may work in the construction industry. How's it going for you? All good. Watching me distributing all the flyers is more in no more than 5 minutes. You don't just don't distract me and that's it. Is that all? Alright, you can also hand me these flyers. Oh my goodness, when needed. So I don't need to grab these stupid leaflets, you know? Alright, ready, set, go. Someone approaches the booth. I think it's a guy from another class. Hey, which class are you from? What's the difference? Are you here looking for work or what? I'm still studying, you know. And you could have been working already. Everyone would be proud of you. So, I don't know construction work. It's kind of low class. Hey, it's only the beginning. You're going to rule the whole site in the future. Well, it's the future, right? I need something fun from the very beginning. You have it, look here. It's an adventure for real men, meaning the working conditions are horrible, are terrible. You can travel and get to know your country. Yes, so I'll have to work in the middle of nowhere. Adequate compensation? So when I have enough to pay for food every month? Screw you. We don't need someone like you. Whatever, I'm leaving. Whatever. No, wait. I have to give you this handout. I don't need it. It's okay, just take it. No. If you don't take it, I'll scream and say you're harassing me. What? Trying to touch my private parts. The guy takes the hand and almost runs away, his face being ruby red. What is this for you? How should I put it? Dylan, a victory is a victory. I know, but still. Gosh, here comes another one. Oh, young girl approaching us. Hey, what do you guys have here? An opportunity to be a construction worker, a dream job for every girl. Are you kidding me? Well, look at this. A hard hat, fancy shoes, all this is at no cost. Do you have a pink heart? Do you have a pink hard hat? No worries, we can paint it. What do I have to do? Well, construction site is a twilight world of swingers. Not saying a word, the girl turns around and leaves in a hurry. No, what on earth was that? What do you mean? When the wind blows, the whole site is swinging. Don't play dumb. Oh well, who cares? I don't need her anyway. A pink hat? What nonsense. Then the performance continued on like this. However, the guy from the construction firm looked quite satisfied. We returned to our class after that. Why don't we celebrate? Let's go to Dorcia. Marta, I have the voucher, remember? Oh, that's right. I completely forgot it. Cool, I want to go. I'd be happy to join you. Wait, the voucher is valid for 2 and there's 5 of us. The rest is on the house. Yeah. This is very generous of yours. You're the best. Thank you so much. By the way, Ermi's still nowhere to be seen, huh? Uh-oh. Judging by his video game. Well, you said it? I don't think he's doing okay. Everyone, order what you like. Well, everything is pricey here. So we won't discuss school stuff, right? Do I look that boring? Feel free to talk about anything you want. Why don't we talk about you then? Well, me. Do I look that interesting? She seems genuinely surprised. Well, we know little about you, so I second Marta's idea. Well, yeah, look. What do you love? What do you hate? Tell us. Don't forget to mention your favorite food. Alright. I'm indifferent to food. The only thing that bothers me is staying in shape. And believe it or not, I love and hate the same thing. Money. Knowledge. People. Not even close. I love and hate time. I'm curious to know why. Say, we're having a great time now and I fully enjoy it.
But I can't stay like this forever, regardless of what I do. At the same time, a bad day seems endless. How is that fair? Oh, and time is a merciless judge when you're getting older. Ironically enough, you only start to value time when it's too late. You can love time, but time will never love you back. I guess it would be nice to have all the time in the world. Um, let's save, actually. Okay, I'm gonna go washroom and probably go have lunch, so be right back. ramen while I record, or I guess stream. So, I guess it would be nice to have all the time in the world. I don't think so. It would devalue the sense of achievement. It was well worth the time spent. Only 1 year until I graduate to start living large. Time forces you to do something. I don't feel like it, to be honest. Simply because it's still early morning for you, Nana. Don't you contradict yourself with what you just said? Contradict, you say? A very suitable word indeed, Sima. Or Simo. Time is contradictory. That's why I love and hate it in parallel. Our waiter finally runs. I think they should work faster at a place like this. He certainly took his time. We're about to get going. In fact, Taya already left us. I'm waiting for the girls to return from the bathroom. First one back is Nana. Hey there, where are the others? Being slow as always. Well, I don't mind. It's a good excuse to spend more time here. I never return to the same place twice, but I'm ready to make an exception. I'm back to trending date spot. Perfect for making an impression. Maybe you're right, Dylan. I can't be sure unless I see for myself. I hope you won't be stalking anyone. Anyone but myself. She's looking right at me. Wait, maybe that means you want me to return here? Like with someone? Why not? I wonder what I should reply. You're the one paying, though. Well, I haven't even said anything. I should be the one making the... That's what you think, right? Sorry, I hate waiting. It's too boring. For another side, it actually feels weird unless you do it. So, do you want me to come along or not? Let's go tomorrow. Alright, next weekend also works if you're busy. On my second thought, I can reschedule something. Huh? At 2 p.m. tomorrow we meet here. Deal. It's a date. I don't feel too well. Better get to sleep early. I wonder what my sister's doing. Your face is all red. Are you okay? Tomorrow is Friday. Will you spend some time with me? By the way, that girl came yet again. My head hurts. That girl, alright, the scroll. Huh. It's different again, but I'm too tired to be surprised about it. Enough of that. I get to get bed now. I woke up with the slightest headache. It's okay. It's like I had a fever yesterday. Well, who cares about yesterday? Today is the day. Oh. Nana was terribly late. Hi, Dylan. I want dessert. I want a dessert. No, sorry for being late was expected. I want to order every single dessert here. Every single one. Will it fit? Just pick the best one. Impossible. All their desserts are the best. Choose one for me if you know better. You failed. It's obvious that strawberries are cuter than... Oh. I'll have a strawberry shortcake. I'll have a strawberry shortcake. Well, I did my best. I appreciate the effort. As a reward, you're allowed to eat one strawberry from my cake. But only one. Alright, Dylan. Right now, you're probably trying to come up with an interesting topic. Let me help you with that. Okay. Say, what do you think a good date is? Spot on. But what is fun about? Fun things are fun. That's all I know. Okay, I'll tell you. Fun is about being spontaneous and easygoing. Few things are worse than long-term planning. What's so bad about it? It's useless. Nothing in life goes as planned. Trying to stick to a plan turns you into a non-playable character. That's how you miss an opportunity of a lifetime. Wow, look at this. It's a shortcake. And it's awesome. You promised to share one strawberry with me. Did I? Well, I promise. A promise is a promise. Okay, which one should I take? You? No way. What if your fork is already contagious? Hey, I take care of myself. I'm talking about the fork. There's no other way to, but don't say ah. How should I eat? Why do you make your lips like this? You look like a duck. It was tasty. Yeah, they know what they're doing here. It's because you gave it to me. Oh, you want me to order something else for you? No, thanks. Then you won't be asking how to kiss me anymore. Well, jokes aside, I'd rather prefer you to know me better and all. You probably I probably contradict myself, but no, it's okay. Do you believe me? Nom 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 nom. Do you believe me? Yeah, why? I'm lying. A girl decided she could kiss you the first minute you two meet. You're kidding me. I wish. Does it mean you also know whether or not you could kiss me? Of course, I already know. And? No way, I'm telling you. By the way, what do we do next? How about going for a walk? Let's do it also. Promise you, take me here again, Dylan? Ooh, next second, Nana changes her mind, and now we're going to an expo. Are we getting it, boys? Art stuff. Look at this is the menu. Check out this fusion of ancient and relatively modern. Dylan, what's your biggest fear? Living a meaningless life. Then we have something in common. She says nothing for a few seconds, and she silently stands much closer. The fear. That fear is because of my family. My mom and dad are very conservative, so my life was predefined. Good education, steady job, happy marriage, kids, growing old. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't blame them, though. They're non-playable characters. Hey, go easy on your parents. They're family after all. You know what's funny? Sometimes I see a light in their eyes when they do something fun. It only lasts for a while when they're back to their programming. Hey, I want some fresh air. Sure. We moved to this small park nearby. Hey Dylan, you're pretty tall, you know. I wonder if come closer, would the difference make me look funny? Next thing I know, we're standing like this. Her gentle body is close. Dylan, I told you that fun is about the only thing I need. Well, you know what? Maybe you're my type of fun, Dylan. Oh, it probably sounds so cheesy. I don't know what to say right now. Well then, why don't we just stay like this for a while? Comfortable silence is rare. Just like you. Hey Dylan, look. Who's tall now? How does it make you feel? Inferior. Ha. Watch me now. I'm gonna get closer to you so you can see it well enough. Yeah. Her face gets closer and closer. So close, so close. You know, on the other hand, when I'm with you, Dylan, I don't mind feeling weak. I want to give a reply, but words suddenly become meaningless. My mind is all hazy. What just happened? Is this real life? I'm so excited. After we said goodbye to each other, I mindlessly roamed the streets with a big happy grin on my face. She gave me this picture before heading home. This guy looks as if she took it like an hour ago. I'll cherish this memory from today. Man, I'm so excited. I feel like a new chapter in my life is about to start. A new beginning, a whole era. And this era is going to be all mine. Huh. What's happening, huh? Memento mori. Unes honest. Oh. Oh. Welcome back. Huh? You see, Dylan, they say that the vast majority of people will never amount to anything. This is like the start, but they're dressed different. But you're not one of them, right? It's about time you get an answer. The end. Oh my. I'm afraid this doesn't look promising. Well, what did I expect? A miracle? I've lost count of how many times it ended like this. Nothing but a meaningless blank space. Maybe I should admit it and let go. Dylan, say something at least. Where am I? What's going on? Why, you've been here before, don't you remember? So? Oh yeah, I visited this place in a dream. And now I'm dreaming again, right? I don't know. You tell me, Dylan. If you wake up, if you say it's a dream, then wake up and message her. And message who? You know who I'm talking about, don't you? If you say it's not a dream, you're welcome to stay here for a bit. I think it's not a dream. Oh my, I didn't expect that from you. Very well, Dylan. Let's talk. Is there anything you want to know? Where am I? What's going on? You're in my home. Welcome. Be my guest, Dylan. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, what's going on? It turns out the story of your life is actually empty. As promised, you made those 4 days very different. We thought it would make you realize what you want to do with your life. Math, arts, business, well, you name it. You've seen it yourself. Guess what? Nothing worked, as always. I made sure it's not a mistake, by the way. I've done the test run of your life, so to speak. I think you caught a glimpse of it in your room several minutes ago. It's interesting that the photo you had on your table, it reminded you it remained as the brightest memory you've ever had in your entire life. People often reminisce about the good old days, but why is it always high school or university? Why not something else? You can always assume people usually plan and think big in life when they're young, but life doesn't care much about living to their expectations. I tell you what, I wanted to be a jet pilot when I was a kid, but then it's always about but then, Dylan. Oh well. By the way, I thought you'd be interested in knowing who I really am. I thought I knew it. Allow me to introduce myself properly, Dylan. My real name is Adrastea, the distributor of rewards and punishments. I'm the one in charge here. Here, you said it's your home, right? I'm not the only one who lives here. It's the home of whatever. I misspelled it again. It's the home of Moray. That's what this game is. Moera. I'm looking after the 3 fates of Moray. The 3 sisters who decide the fate of every human. Meet Nana. You got to know her quite well, I give you that. You should, or should I call her Clotho the Spinner? She said that name doesn't suit her at all. She also goes by the name of Nona. Nana is simply a cuter version of it. Clotho, or Nana, is responsible for spinning the thread of human life. By the way, sometimes we get bored with this and start writing on paper. That's what we've done with the story of your life. Like I've told you, all 3 sisters are responsible for your fate. A farmer, a rock superstar, or both. That's why Nana often looks bored. She can guess the ending from the start. Nana finds little joy in making forecasts. Moreover, her projections are often foggy or show nothing but emptiness. Nana suspects herself of doing a mediocre job. She says it's It's the reason why so many people live exactly that, a mediocre life. From another side, she's even more annoyed at people doing things to get better. That's why she calls them non-playable characters. She likes fun and cute things because it helps her to unwind. Enter Saima. She wasn't the one you spent most of your time with. Her real name is Lochesis the Alloter. She also goes by the name Decima. Give it another go, and then you think Saima suits her better, don't you think? She decides how much lifetime is allowed for each person. Have all the time in the world on her hands makes her the richest one. Her observing nature is accompanied by calmness and patience. Saima enjoys small things as they tend to make a big difference. She's very delicate because she knows that one wrong step can ruin your life. When we're bored and use paper instead of threads, she is the one to write on it. As Saima watches over your whole life, she gets really attached over time. A human life is finite, so Saima always loses her friends in the end. Friends are temporary. Loneliness is eternal for Saima. Maybe because of this, that she developed a somewhat cold, distant attitude. However, deep down, she's a warm, caring soul. Finally, here's Marta. She wasn't the one you spent most of your time with. I said finally on purpose. Her real name is Atropos the Inflexible. She's also known by the name of Morta. This name reminds you of death, right? Marta thought the same. So one letter was changed. Now death is actually her domain. She's the oldest one among the three fates. She cuts the thread of life in your case. She just shred or tear that paper. She's very short-tempered. That's right, inflexible. Marta's a really hard worker. She can't allow herself to relax as people die every day, every second. As Marta's mission is the grimace, she can look rude from time to time. Few people love Marta because of her job, and those who do, well, those are people who want to die. Must be tough for Marta. She has a fragile heart underneath her callous exterior. Also, Marta often feels inferior, as she only excels in destruction. She feels like she lacks talent to do anything else. Well, that's pretty much it for the introductions, right? Introductions, Dylan. What do you think? Strangely enough, the girls always remind me of someone. What's so strange about that? You met the three sisters of fate. Each one of them is like a collective character you see. Okay, what about that room with the arcade machine in it? What are you talking about? I do a quick recap of my dreams. That's pretty funny. Do you want an honest answer? I don't know. See, a human brain always tries to justify things. It went into a safe mode right after we first met, so he made up this room. But hey, you have a great imagination. You too. Oh dear. Why do humans always waste everything I give them? I've actually done my best. 3 beautiful girls, new countries, interesting activities. But while you were busy playing that slot machine, time passed. Each day was like a series of episodes poorly sewn together. That's why the vast majority of people treat life, Dylan. In return, life also treats them accordingly. If I were to grade the lives of others, a series of episodes poorly sewn together deserve nothing more than a C. Being envious of others, seeking reasons to justify your own failure, arguing that you're still young and can afford to relax until you're well in your 30s, arguing that you're still young and and can afford to relax until you're well in your 30s. And I'd give you an A grade for sowing your own life. Even if there's no happy ending, there's something to remember. Hey, I too want to say hello. Oh, look who's here. How are you doing, tight? I don't know. Great as always. I believe you two have already met Dylan. Yep, he was lucky enough to witness me. Luck is all you enjoy talking about, don't you? That should represent chance, fate, and fortune. Sorry, fate and fortune. Chaos, to put it short. All what you said before about the story of my life. So what? What's the big deal? Well, it's a long story. On the one hand, I'm on good terms with time. Dylan, do you know which way this planet goes? Last I heard, it goes round. Close enough. Oh. It goes round and round and down. It goes round, round, and down. We're going through a downward spiral, Dylan. It's neither good or bad. It's a natural cycle. What has a beginning has an end. Rinse and repeat. No. Sadly, the end of the cycle always tends to be quite vicious. Let me give you a few examples. Dark Ages, the Great Plague, the Renaissance, the Great Depression, World War II, the post-war economic boom. These are the cycles or the ages of men I'm talking about. Almost every mythology or religion has something about it. Say, a journey from the gold into the Iron Age. I should have said it was a dream, so I would have woken up and said, no, I would have been there. Shit. Good and noble people were said to live among gods, among us. In the Iron Age, through humans live an existence of toil and misery. Children dishonor their parents. Brothers fight with brothers. Might makes right. Does it ring any bells, Dylan? You know what all cycles have in common closer to the end, Dylan? Humans stop being considerate of others. You can understand your purpose in life only after you understand that of others. Their purpose is no better or worse than yours. Maybe there's no purpose at all, but you never know until you try to find one. You had Ermi to act as a mirror, if you know what I'm talking about. And you had Ermi to act as a mirror, if you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're getting close to the end of yet another cycle right now. That's what you're trying to understand. You can call it laughable theory, but truth be told, making something laughable stops people from believing in it. Moreover, if you're a believer, it makes them laugh at you. No one likes to be a clown, so you're likely to change your mind. Do alternate sources of energy exist? What a joke, right? By the way, if it was true, the oil market would be no more funny coincidence. Just saying, you know. Oh, and closer to the end of every cycle, it seems that more and more lives become meaningless and empty. we decide to see if we can fix it. So we observed quite a lot of people. Sadly, we fail each time, and you're no exception. Well then, please tell me, how on earth was I supposed to change anything in just 4 days? That's right, only 4 days. It's nothing. If I gave you 2 weeks, that would be different? What would be different? Based on my experience, a life can be condensed in a few days just fine. Come on, I need at least a year. Wait a second. Do you want to say that? If I gave you a year, you would try to fill the story of your life. You would work on improving your life every day for a whole year? Do you really mean it? Oh. Wow. Believe it or not, you're actually the first one to say yes. A year, huh? Alright, deal. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, by the way? Well, look, I have an idea. Let the Mo-Ray help you. Let's treat your next year as a small life, as a full cycle. Anna will give her advice on where to start. Sema knows better than everyone how to keep going. And Marta is knowledgeable about the end. That kind of advice is personal, so you need... Okay. Sorry, that kind of advice is personal. So you need to know the girls better. Good news is you've already learned quite a bit about one of them. That's Nana. Now I can't really rewind your life, but I think Taich has some tricks up her sleeve. Leave it to me. As soon as we finish things here, you'll be able to start all over again. Worry not. I won't make you go through that whole 4 days. It's going to be a breeze. Let's try it, Dylan. But first, let me call her. Hey, Dylan. Hey, Dylan. I'm glad to see you. You've learned about my true identity, right? Well, what can I say? Being Nana is much more fun. Maybe Nana is the real me after all. At least you're acting the same. Yup. Why did you decide to stay here, Dylan? Anyway, I think you made the right choice, Dylan. Oh, and thanks for yesterday. It was very special for me. I would invite you again anytime. Call me by that name one more time, and I won't help you at all. Alright. So, you have a whole year ahead of you, but where to start? What should you do? Tell me. The thing is, it doesn't matter. Now that's a useful one. Bonus points for sarcasm, but I mean it. Dylan, do whatever you want, but only if it's impossible for you not to do it. I'm confused. Well, would you like to be a writer? That doesn't sound too bad. But if you were to pick just one thing to do every day, would it be writing? I don't think so. Then never write. I can't live without eating. Does it mean I should do nothing else? Does it mean I should do nothing else starting tomorrow? Do you only think about eating the whole day? Is what you eat extremely important to you? Well, not really. Then eat to live, not live to eat. Had you answered yes, then I would have suggested you become a cook. Sorry, it's chef nowadays. I think you got my point. Yeah. Good. Then why don't you don't get yourself a piece of paper and pen. No smartphone. Go old school. Write down a list of things you really can't live without. Then narrow it down as much as you can. It doesn't matter what's left in the end. Just do it. Oh, and don't fall into the socially acceptable trap. What? Marketing something off of your list just because it's considered not cool. What if I realize I don't like to do nothing? Those who say that usually delude themselves. You think you enjoy something when you're deprived of it. Do nothing for like half a year and you're guaranteed to go crazy. Nowadays, you can make big money even doing nothing on camera. Like I'm doing, but guess what? It's still a lot of work behind the scenes. Do your best, trust me. It's gonna be fun. See you soon, Dylan. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Huh. This was a fun game. Can I skip this? A game by Comfy Company. That was honestly a very good game. I did not expect that. Now, what happens if I press continue? I just want to be sure. Oh. Anyways, that was a super fucking fun game. I really like that. I should stream all day. Why not? Sounds like fun. Doing an all-day stream? This game was super good. For anyone that's looking for a good game on Steam that runs perfectly good on my computer. And God knows my computer can't run anything. And it's super interesting. Probably different endings depending on what you pick. Obviously, that would make sense. But yeah. Let's check out the gallery. What's in there? It's just gonna be... Huh. I was told. See, when I was installing this game, it said nudity in the thing. I was like, do I want to stream this? I mean, there is no nudity at all, which is very good. I'm very glad there wasn't any. But yeah. Well, actually, I'm not glad. I would have liked to say something today's, but you know. anyways, for anybody that, you know, is looking for a game, I got you. Ayo, this picture. Oh, this one. Oh. I guess nudity could count as, like, you know, some of these pictures. I guess one of these pictures could count as nudity, I guess. I like this picture. That date with Nana was actually pretty cool. I'm glad I got her. The ending was very surprising. I was not expecting that. My God. Anyways. I guess this was all streamed live on Twitch, so hey, come check out my Twitch next time I'm live. Yeah. Anyways. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna switch games and stream, but this is gonna be the end of a YouTube video I'm gonna post on YouTube. I'm gonna post the whole 3 hours of this online, so check out my merch. There's a link down below. Check out the podcast. There may be a link down below. I mean, yeah, check it out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. And then perfect. Okay, guys. Okay. Oh. Let's I may play through this again later. Not today.